Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jeremy Adams, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest night,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Core. It is
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
Master of all the cores. All right, that's right. Because we're back. This time we're going to cover the beginning of Green Lantern New Guardians, the first 4 issues, the first arc here. Yay, Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, actually, this was really good. Really
Yes. Say, well, spoilers. I'd say maybe a little better than Green Lantern Corps. It's not as bloodthirsty.
good. For the most part.
For the most part, not as. I said not as. All right. So what else is new? Oh, the latest issue of Green Lantern came out this past week.
Okay. Any good non-spoilery stuff to say about it?
It is good. I think it's kind of wrapping up the Absolute Power storyline, at least in this book. Yeah, Hal and Carol kind of meet up, so get more of that. We get a glimpse of the ex, Carol's ex, so think of that as of what you will. And then the backup story is a John Stewart, kind of like an epilogue to
Oh, okay.
War Journal, so.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, yeah. I mean, nothing earth-shattering there, but again, it's just like he's on Earth, and then it's like, oh, check out Civil Core and stuff, so. Thinking Civil Core might be important because I keep mentioning it.
Everywhere? Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, I don't think we have any other Lantern news at the moment.
Josh Brolin will not be Hal Jordan.
Oh, did they confirm that?
I think they said he passed on it. So,
Ew.
but there were other people, in that story. There were other people that were mentioned.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And not Green Lantern centric, but in other intergalactic news. Well, sometimes intergalactic. Did you see we lost James Earl Jones this week?
I did see that. Yep, the voice of Darth Vader and many others, as well as a long. I mean, he was 93, I think. Was that it? 95.
You were 93. Yeah.
Good long life.
I was saying to Lilith this morning. I said it's ironic. I said if they were going to get any like famous guy to like do a eulogy for someone, it probably would have been James Earl Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Or do like a TV special, voice of TV special. Yeah, it'd be James Earl Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Or, oh crap, I can see his face, but I cannot think of his name. From Shawshank.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yes. Yeah. yes. But yeah, James Earl Jones is the voice of Darth Vader. The King from Lion King. He was the voice of CNN.
Yes. Mm-hmm. He was the king in Coming to America.
Yes, he played King twice. Yes. And as a child, he was a stutterer.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah. I
did not know that.
Yeah, I believe that. I did hear that. Yeah, because sometimes Luca has a little bit of a stutter. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, a guy who probably made so much money and got so much fame off his voice. Yeah, it was a stutterer as a kid.
Very cool.
All right, and again, there was someone else in the suit, but would Darth Vader have been as famous without that voice?
Oh no. You
do not know the power of the dark side.
I am your father.
No.
Oh wait, yeah, that tracks. That makes sense.
All right. Shall we tackle these issues?
Let's tackle these issues.
All right. At least we only got 4 this time, but there's some ground we need to cover here. All right. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to do the first 4 issues of Green Lantern New Guardians. So, help put the covers up. All right. And there we go. All right. Green Lantern New Guardians #1 from November 2011. God, New Guardians Part 1. Writer Tony Bedard, penciler Tyler Kirkham, inker Matt Banning, colors Naira Fino, letterer Dave Sharp, and editors Pat McCullum and Sean Makowicz. Several years ago, the vaunted Green Lantern Corps suffered its worst defeat. Oa lies in ruins, and the Guardians in the universe are all dead, except one. Somehow, Ganthet remains. Summoning all his strength, he creates one last ring and begins to search for a ring bearer. On Earth, Kyle Rayner chats with friends in a bar. Finding the line for the restroom too long, Kyle steps out into the alley. There he finds Ganthet waiting to bestow upon him the ring. Kyle quickly acclimates to the ring, and Ganthet decides he has chosen well. All right, before I go further, so what do we think? So again, this was probably Emerald Twilight, but it's like, okay, in this new universe, did we destroy the entire Corps?
Well,
in this new universe, it's only 5 years old. Did we destroy the Corps already?
Well, and how many times has it been destroyed? I mean, there was the execution. Sorry, I got to air quote that execution of Sinestro that destroyed the central power battery before,
and
then it was rebuilt, and then there was Emerald Twilight, and then yeah, but there's some retconning going on here too with Kyle's origin.
Oh yeah. Because Ganthet's like, I chose you, and it's like, no. In the original, it was like, you'll have to do.
You'll have to do, exactly. And I don't know. I mean, Kyle's not my favorite Lantern. Of course, he's one of my favorite Lanterns, but he's not, my favorite Lantern.
Well, yeah. we all know who your favorite Lantern is. Well, yes, yeah.
That's true. That is true. But I think I like the original Kyle origin better than this one because it fits with what Kyle was originally meant to be, that everyman, hero, right? Yeah. Not chosen, just there, and he had greatness thrust upon him, and he rose to the occasion.
Yes.
Versus
he's just another worthy Green Lantern.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how do you're Kyle's, your guy. So how do you feel about these changes?
Yeah, that was weird to me too, where it's just like, he just gets another Green Lantern origin. And again, like I said, Emerald Twilight, was it exactly the same as we saw before? No. And again, it's like New 52, it's only supposed to be a 5 years. So it's like, okay, so in 5 years, Hal got a ring, and then we did, we kicked Sinestro out of the Corps, and then we did all the stuff with Guy, and then eventually Hal quits and John takes over, and then we do the whole, like you said, blowing up the battery, then hard traveling heroes, the road back, and then everything up to Kyle. We did, and then we restart the Corps all in 5 years.
Oh, and have Blackest Night and Sinestro Corps War and War of the Green Lanterns.
Yeah. In 5 years, all this.
5 years, yeah. And then part of that, remember, was 1 year later. Remember, they jumped ahead a year. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like I said, they wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too. They wanted a younger, tighter universe, but they wanted to bring everyone in it. They wanted everyone now. It's like, okay, you can't.
Yeah, that just didn't.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. We just have to kind of squint and kind of not think too hard about it.
Exactly. All right. Oh wait. This issue ain't over yet. All right. In the present, a member of the Sinestro Corps is easily destroying a group of Kuns. He taunts their image as a warrior race until his ring announces he has been decommissioned and flies off in seeking a replacement. The Kuns realize the advantage and brutally kill the former Sinestro Corpsman. On the planet Crew, a Red Lantern Corps member is on a brutal rampage. His ring suddenly leaves him in search of a replacement too. Without the ring's abilities to keep him alive, he drops dead. There's two. Elsewhere, Star Sapphire is protecting a family from a group of pirates. Inexplicably, her ring proclaims she too has been decommissioned and flies away. She is left powerless in the vacuum of space. Fatality is alerted to the event and arrives in time to save her fellow Star Sapphire. She vows to find the culprit and let them know why she is called Fatality. In Times Square, a crane operator sits in his crane and talks with his wife on the phone. He tells her he just saw a Green Lantern fly by. She seems disappointed that it wasn't her favorite of Earth's lanterns. And Will's.
True.
Too late, the crane operator notices that his rig has not been secured properly, and he starts to crash down to the street below. Kyle Rayner arrives and uses massive energy construction workers to catch the crane before anyone is hurt. As Kyle talks with the crowd on the street, a Blue Lantern ring arrives to inform him he has been chosen to join the Blue Lantern Corps. The blue ring is followed by rings from all the other corps. Kyle has little time to react to this news as he is confronted by a member of each corps who want revenge for the theft of the rings. Kyle has no time to explain that he has nothing to do with the event before he is attacked by the combined forces of the Lanterns.
And I didn't realize it. We'll get into this into the upcoming issues, but there is a lantern missing because one ring does show up, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh yeah, I don't think we covered this in episode or two back. Yeah, Pandora also appears in this issue in the crowd when Kyle's like on the street talking to people. Yeah, so all the issue ones, Pandora was in there somewhere.
Okay, so I have a question for you. We did not see a member of the Indigo tribe lose their ring.
Oh, right? Yeah.
Now, that's a bad thing, right? So one universal level psychopathic murderer just lost an Indigo ring and is now back, right? Unless they just had an extra one.
It's all right, Will. We probably just got killed.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So we got
wait. Yeah, so see, no, there's not a murderer run on the loose. He lost his ring and then he got killed. So he's knocking on heaven's door.
Nice.
Thank you.
So, Orange we didn't see. We saw 4. That's 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we saw everything except Orange, and we saw everything except Indigo. And
Blue.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to see one of the blues.
Yeah, because we only saw 3 get killed. It was a yellow, a red, and Star Sapphire. Yeah.
So we don't know what happened to the blue whose ring was or it could have just been there, already built and waiting for someone and flew off, I guess, at that point. So because Ganthet and Saeed were very careful and slow about building the Blue Lantern Corps, right?
Yes. Speaking of them, we're going to see the 2 of them too.
Yes, and I did like that it was what's revealed coming up, because that was like that. I thought that was kind of a big deal, and maybe I was hoping Kyle would oh, hey guys, by the way, did you know?
Exactly.
They lobotomized Ganthet.
And I do like, was it this issue where Kyle's on the street and that kid's like, what happened to your costume? That costume's no good. And the mom's like, stop. He's like, don't worry. You wear a superhero costume. Everyone has an opinion on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice little touch.
All right. Number 2.
Really, I thought this was a really good issue. As far as
like set up and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it was set up, but I guess my really only quibble, but I think we probably got off lucky, is there is still a little bit of that bloodthirstiness of the New 52 here.
Yeah. But again, as we've seen the last 2 weeks, could be worse.
It could be much worse, yeah. Green Lantern Corps.
Cal could be doing the killing.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
All right, ready for 2?
Let's go.
All right. There we go. All right. So Green Lantern New Guardians number 2, New Guardians Part 2 from December 2011. Tony Bedard, writer again. Pencilers Tyler Kirkham and Harvey Talabo. Inker Matt Vanning, Nye Ruffino, Dave Sharp again. Yeah. So basically we just added another penciler here. So Green Lantern has, quote unquote, stolen a power ring from a member of each of the different corps. They want them back. When St. Walker arrives, the fight settles down, and Cal and St. Walker have a chat and head to Oa to find Ganthet. Cal explains that he doesn't know why he's suddenly become a ring magnet. Suddenly, Arkillo, Bleeze, Fatality, and Monk are left behind on Earth, but Cal suspects that they will follow. St. Walker expresses a concern about Cal having the Orange Lantern ring and Larfleeze being unaccounted for. He speculates that Larfleeze must be dead. Back on Earth, the four Lanterns put aside their differences and decide to go after Cal to reclaim their rings. After bypassing Salak, Cal gains an audience with the Guardians of the Universe. However, the Guardians are less than welcoming. Ganthet in particular. The Guardians explained to Cal that they removed Ganthet's emotions so that he would no longer be impeded by them. Cal is outraged to hear this. The Guardians, meanwhile, demand answer from Cal as to where he got the rings. Cal, of course, does not know. He explains that is why he came to Oa. The Guardians try to seize the rings, but the rings choose Cal to become their newest core member at that moment. All of them. All right. So yes, this is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, White Lantern, or it says here Hybrid Lantern. So
yeah, because he's not white yet. So yeah, they're definitely going along with the Guardians being dicks. That's the
yes, they are.
Which is certainly the theme that we've got from Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps. So we're on message here.
I think if there's one thing all the writers share right now, it's like, oh yeah, the Guardians are up to something, and it ain't good.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, again, this was a good issue.
We're still setting up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, fight in the city, and then everyone should basically, what you do to our rings, and Cal is telling them, no, I didn't do anything. And once again, I mean, for somebody who's like so tied to, well, once again, Xanshi, I mean, Fatality seems to have become like a Cal. I mean, again, she fought him first, but it's like basically, very much a Kyle character more than a John, even, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, John did not destroy her world, but apparently that still happened within the last 5 years.
Yeah, true. See?
Although,
what again?
I don't know about the new gods yet. How?
Yeah, and again, New 52. We don't know exactly how Xanshi was destroyed now because, again, Martian Manhunter probably wasn't there because the Lanterns don't seem to know.
Nobody knows. Yeah, and the new gods haven't appeared yet. So, okay.
And again, right now, Jon Stewart has kind of a rep for killing people. So
yeah, that whole core storyline. Not my favorite.
Yeah, no. I love Salak. You want to check those rings into evidence? If I could, I would.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cal meeting with the Guardians, and is all upset that he seems to lobotomize Ganthet.
Yeah. And Salak's like, I'm sick and tired of these rings choosing people and not doing what they're told. Obviously in reference to Sinestro. And I do like how we fit this in because, hey, how's Arkillo running around, right? We find out, later in the next episode, by the way. I mean, I thought these issues were good. I can't remember we end on a cliffhanger on number 4, I think, but we'll get to that. We got to get 3 and 4 out. Yeah.
We'll get that. Yeah. I can't even remember the whole story behind why all these rings are doing this. So yeah, that's kind of a surprise for me. And even though I read it way back.
And it doesn't even really mention, they say, it was Saeed or Larfleeze, I think they say, but I don't think that's the case. Do you?
I don't know if they speculate, but I don't know if it's ever like, at least in what we're reading right now, it's explicitly saying who did it. So, All right. So should we jump to 3?
You bet. Fire away, sir.
We can get through these 4, and then we can discuss this as a whole. I would have helped if I were to number these. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So Green Lantern, New Guardians, number 3. Here we go. Open. All right. From January 2012, New Guardians Part 3. Same team as last time, including 2 pencilers. So, and our luck has run out because this one has no synopsis. Let me jump ahead to 4. But 4 has one. What the heck? So 1, 2, and 4.
Nice.
Lazy people. All right. So yeah. So issue 3, we get oh God, who's that supposed to look like with all those rings on his fingers?
I wonder.
But yeah, and the Guardians are like, impossible. A human cannot harness the entire emotional spectrum. But I think even Ganthet, as cold as he is now, is like, he is not just any human. Kyle, you got that right.
Torchbearer.
And then, Salak's telling him to stop, and Kyle's like, why? He's like, they were going to keep me here like a lab rat. He's like, they don't deserve to be called the Guardians of the Universe anymore. They don't deserve our loyalty. They lost mine the minute they stripped Ganthet of his emotions. Oh, but I guess because Ganthet uses his, I guess Ganthet still has his ring. He's using it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see. Yeah, those rings are taking a toll on Kyle. Man, he starts like bleeding out his nose and everything. And that's when the others show.
And who would that be, Phil?
Oh Lord, we got Arkillo and Fatality and Bleed and Monk. Yeah. I love Monk's even like, stop Arkillo. St. Walker cannot talk if you kill him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, St. Walker's like, yeah, he's just like hovering above Oa. The rest of them are like, we don't care if we're banned from Oa. We're not Green Lanterns.
We're not Green Lanterns. That's right. We'll do whatever the heck we want.
But yeah, Kyle's in a bad way, but those rings kind of disengage. So, and then there's this Ganthet who tries to take the green ring off Kyle's finger, and kind of gets zapped.
And Salak gets annoyed here.
Yes. Yeah, this is when he says, yeah, I'm sick to death of mutinous lanterns and rings that refuse to obey. So yeah, they tell him to stand guard outside, and now the Guardian's like, how did he retain his ring? They would ask Ganthet, they're like, you created this one. What's up with this? Something changed within him. Combining all that power may have destroyed the other rings, but it left some sort of distortion field. He says, try as I might, I cannot seem to circumvent it. However, 2 rings clearly survived the process. His green one and the orange ring of avarice. And they're just like, wait a minute, watch out for that one. It packs the power of an entire core. And then they want to know how, someone got it off of Larfleeze. But no, then it changes. It's not the actual ring. It's a lantern it's one of his constructs. Calls itself Glomulus.
Glomulus, yeah.
Get up, Lantern Kyle. Glomulus needs help. So yeah, is that Scar or one? This is like, this Glomulus lacks the cunning to disguise itself as its master's ring. Surely Agent Orange sent in as a spy. And then that's one of the Guardians says, oh, Larfleeze must have sent the other rings too. And Kyle's like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's like, the guy always wants everything for himself is going to give all these rings. I don't think so. But yeah, the Guardians want to dissect Glomulus, and that's when the others break through the wall. Burn.
Yeah. Now at this point, Bleeze is still barely able to speak. So,
and even Kyle's like, are they here to rescue me or finish me off? But then St. Walker's trying to ask Ganthet about this whole thing, and Ganthet blasts him and says, your core was a mistake that I shall soon correct. Yeah, then they go after Bleeze, and then Arkillo's like sends us some constructs. Arkillo knows what Guardians fear. And then Kyle's asked St. Walker to use his ring to heal. But they all kind of get blasted down, and then Glomulus is the only one that's left. They're like, we're the Guardians. You were only a figment of Agent Orange's imagination. You could do nothing to us. But then there's another construct crashes through the ceiling as we see. Oh, guess who's here? You're all mine.
Yep.
Larfleeze is here
with Saeed.
Yes, his guardian. Oh Lord, he's like standing on her head. All right, so yeah, what you think of this one?
Oh, this was good. I can't remember. Salak starts to have doubts about the Guardians. Did we read about that in the Green Lantern book or the Green Lantern Corps book?
Maybe. Again, remember, we went through like the first 12 or so, the Green Lanterns,
Yeah.
and then of the Corps. So yeah, maybe somewhere in there. I can't remember. Maybe, yeah, and maybe too, just because of some of those other Lanterns, he's known them a lot longer. He really doesn't know Kyle that well as well as the others. So
I think I had a little bit of a problem with this is Ganthet. I mean, think back to Rebirth. When Ganthet powered up, everybody knew it. Okay, I mean, it was a big honking deal, and the Guardians are that powerful, right? And there's, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them there. So I feel like they weren't shown as powerful as they are. Is that a fair assessment, maybe?
I think so, but I'm trying to remember the whole deal with them right now. So I don't know if that's affecting them or not. But again, didn't Ganthet say, all those rings on Cal kind of left a charge on him, like couldn't get through. So I mean, there's that. But I mean, they did pretty much knock all the rest of those ring bearers down. That's out.
True. And then all the other rings just got disintegrated.
Yeah, the one's Cal's finger, yeah.
Except for the
his green one, and yeah. So they probably should have been able to quell this real easier, but they did. They did kind of put everyone down.
Well, and I guess I'm curious to see how we get Ganthet back after this.
Yes, yeah. I can't remember. As I said, this is almost brand new to me again because it's been so many years since I read these.
Yeah, because we've got what is it, Wrath of the First Lantern? No, yeah, Wrath of the First Lantern coming up. Is that the?
I think.
Or so. Sorry, the Third Army, Rise of the Third Army, and Wrath of the First Lantern.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's the kind of swan song for Jeff Johns on Green Lantern at that point, isn't it?
I believe so. I think Wrath of the First Lantern. Yeah, I think is.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, the Guardians have their hands full. I mean, Hal and Sinestro are out there at the moment. John and Guy. John's snapping necks and stuff.
Yeah, and getting put on trial.
Now there's this. All right. Should we do the last one? Then we'll talk this whole thing out.
You bet, man. Fire away.
And again, I believe we have a synopsis for this one. So the art on these covers is good, but I don't know. I just feel like, and the other 2 series we got, I don't know. It's just maybe just because they're trying to put so many people on one cover. It's it seems like we're almost seeing everything from a distance. The first issue, Green Lantern Corps, and even Green Lantern book, you got at least 1 to 2 Green Lanterns just big and bold on the cover. But these, it just seems like we're trying to shove as many people on the cover as we can.
Well, and here it says the ring thief revealed, right? But I don't think that's the case, right?
New 52 lies.
Yes, okay. Lies, all lies.
You sit on the throne of lies. All right, so Green Lantern New Guardians number 4 from February 2012. New Guardians Part 4. Same team, but Tyler Kirkham is back as solo penciler. Larfleeze launches an attack on the Guardians and tells Arkillo, Bleeze, Fatality, Monk, and Kyle Rayner to join in. Lantern Rayner is still weak from the battles before, so asks St. Walker to heal him when Sade tells him to come with her and she will tell him about the rings. But before she could finish, Ganthet attacks her and tries to persuade Kyle not to join the others and tried to make him stay so that the Guardians can study him. Kyle tells him that he wants to make his own future and attacks Ganthet. Then he asks Monk to teleport them all out of there. They end up teleporting to Okara, but Arkillo and Bleeze are angry at Monk for making them retreat. St. Walker calms them down by giving Arkillo his tongue back and was going to give Bleeze sanity, but she flew away. Sade and Larfleeze lead the others to Larfleeze's home, and Sade tells Kyle Rayner that hours ago something tried to take the orange ring from Larfleeze, and he was only able to resist it because he always had his power battery with him. And Sade says that she sensed something similar happening to a ring in each of their cores. Larfleeze had made Glomulus follow the destination of each ring. Meanwhile, Sade had followed the source of the disturbance to the center of the galaxy, where she found that the central black hole had become a white hole spewing matter from another universe into this one. Then something started to emerge from this colossal white hole. It was a construct from another universe. Sade tells the other lanterns that if they wanted to know who stole the rings, then they'd have to go there. So yes, there's your cliffhanger, kids. We're going to a black hole or a white hole, whatever you want. All right. So thoughts? Arkillo has his tongue back.
Yes, I actually kind of like that. That was nice. Arkillo's kind of cool. I kind of like Arkillo.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to see a little bit more of him in the next 4 issues, because of we have to get around how he's going to charge his ring, right? Since we know that in the Green Lantern book, Sinestro deactivated all the rings and all of the Sinestro Corps members, as well as putting them in prison. So,
we're going to get to that next time, kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was a pretty good opening arc. I mean, we still have a central mystery of why are the rings doing what the rings are doing, and we've furthered along the plot that the Guardians are dicks, and we've been introduced to all of the team, right? I mean, this is it's funny because the arc that in the Green Lantern book pre-New 52 is called New Guardians, right? Which is what this arc is also called. Plus, also what this title is called. So, I thought that's kind of cool. I thought this was pretty good. This to me, and I don't necessarily mean this as it's not necessarily a compliment. It's not necessarily an insult. It's just this felt like the least New 52 of the books that we've read so far.
I would take that as a big compliment.
Okay. But it didn't feel like Green Lantern or Green Lantern Corps to me. It felt more like kind of like the older Corps book to me a little bit.
Oh yeah. That's what I think so far. I think this is again, it's Kyle, but yeah, it feels the least New 52-ish here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you don't think like Ganthet was breaking through trying to get Kyle to stay. It was just, hey, we need to study you. You think that's
No.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the lobotomy seems to have been fairly, complete. So
because he attacked Sade and he's like, I know. The feelings I once had for her were a temporary madness, but now that I've returned to my senses, it's like, ugh.
Yeah. So, I'm like I said, I am curious. I know we get Ganthet back because at some point, probably during, Wrath of the First Lantern or Third Army, whatever, at some point, they have to bring him back to his senses because he is, although we haven't seen Ganthet in quite a while, have we? Currently, I'm trying to think back.
I mean, he might be there real quick in one of the other books. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, not to this extent. We haven't seen him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and I don't think we saw him much during Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp run.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think we saw him at all. Maybe the first issue of the Jeffrey Thorne run.
Maybe.
I know we saw him in flashback.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that removes, John's memory of being a guardian from him.
Mm-hmm.
But we have I don't think we've seen him since.
Well, again, we kind of nuked the Guardians at the beginning of the Jeffrey Thorne run, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I wonder if, like, once we take out the United Planets, is it going to be something like they have the Guardians somewhere? Or, I mean, I don't see the Guardians staying dead forever.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm hoping that Jeremy Adams is going to use this as kind of a refocus for what the Corps does, and we can jettison a lot of that, pardon my French, militaristic BS that has kind of invaded it and is extraordinarily present in the New 52 version of this. It's like, let's turn it up to 11.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, once we defeat the United Planets, maybe it's kind of like, we can't just go back to business as usual. We kind of got to find a better way to do things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one. That is one scene we got at the end of the current Green Lantern issue this week. Is after Hal escapes and everything, he charges up his ring at that backup central battery.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, because that's the thing. All everyone else is depowered. How they just drained his ring, so he just had to recharge it.
Mm-hmm. But he's not using glowing source ball energy. He's using central power battery.
Exactly. What was I gonna say? Oh, I thought it was interesting when Saint Walker heals Arkillo, that it's an image of Sinestro, like a construct of Sinestro. It's basically
Yeah.
like, here, let me help you with that. Because again, I mean, we're gonna see, Arkillo's gonna have to face a shocking thing about Sinestro next episode.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought this is a really good introductory arc, and I would think I'd almost put this above the introductory Green Lantern arc, just because, with the core being the last one. So, almost like New Guardians being kind of the best of the New 52 books, then Green Lantern, then Green Lantern Core, and then, well, we haven't read Red Lantern yet.
Yeah, we haven't read Red Lanterns yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that cliffhanger, it's not just a white hole. It's there's a thing there. It's basically the size of a solar system.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, we're gonna get some figure with vast power when we get in there. So.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, yeah, I think this was a good arc. This is probably the best of the New 52 so far.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree with that. Even though it's not Hal. See, I'm not completely insane.
Yeah. Although Hal was kind of taking a backseat to Sinestro, so.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. All right. Well, anything else on this?
No, I think, like I said, I think this was a really good introductory arc. It seemed to avoid a lot of the bloodthirstiness of the New 52, and it's one of the things I think about Kyle is that, aside from the retconned origin that we got, he's ultimately a really very likable character, right? And I think that that's not changed in New 52. He's still Kyle.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the hopeful one. He's the, like you said, he was the everyman more than anybody of the Earth Lanterns. Yeah.
And it's it's good to see that, especially in contrast to the overall dark and grittiness of the New 52 that we've seen in the other Green Lantern books.
Yeah, I mean, especially what they did to John Stewart.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Well, it's like, he's killed before. Let's just have him kill again. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yes, it did. Hey, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I want you to think about it for next episode. Okay.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the current Green Lantern logo?
The current Green Lantern logo.
Yeah, and we'll pick this back up when we rejoin. I have thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm interested in your thoughts too.
Okay. All right. I'll take a look at it and let you know. Yes. Because spoilers, kids. Yes, we're about to do that in a couple. Record another one in a couple minutes. So.
Well, no, it's across the vast week of time, Phil.
I know. I'm just saying we're not going to have a ton of news or anything next episode.
Yeah.
All right, I will. Yes, during our long break, yes, I will take a look at it and let you know. All right. So is that all?
That's all I got, sir.
All right. So yes, like you said, maybe a little too inside baseball, but yes, we're gonna be recording the next episode in a few minutes, so you won't be able to get your thoughts in beforehand. But again, send us your thoughts. We'll read them after the fact for these four, for the next what we're doing. Yeah, well, again, never worry if you're gonna miss your thoughts in time. We're always gonna talk it. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. So next episode you'll hear Green Lantern New Guardians 5 through 8 and Blue Beetle number 9,
which has some funny little bits in it.
Yes, and I have my own little title for that issue. Yes, and and then in 2 weeks we'll cover Green Lantern New Guardians 9 through 12 and another issue 0, kids. And then the week after that we get the Red Lanterns. We'll do the first 4 issues of Red Lanterns. All right. So, yeah, send us your thoughts. Again, even if it's after the fact, please share your thoughts on all this. email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, your classic Capes Lunatics merch. And again, that the most evil forces in the universe, Love Hellfire, demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Again, don't make us dance on that pole, because Larfleeze does not throw money; he takes money. So please don't subject us to that.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And of course, the Patreon, where you can find exclusive content only for you. Lilith and I try to do something different every month. It could be anything. It could be about our road trip this summer. It could be like the August episode was the works of Mr. John Byrne. September, we're going to cover the Alien. We'll rank the movies of the Alien franchise. So there's some space stuff. All right. And of course, if you become a patron, yes, you can suggest episodes for us to talk about, like Justin did. So you can find that at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. Now for this Mr. Will Allred, master of all cores, master of the quantum zone, master of podcasting, and master of several Kickstarter campaigns and an upcoming one. So, Will, tell these people where they can find everything.
You can find me at Wallred, that's at WALLRED, at Gmail and Facebook and Blue Sky and Twitter and probably other things that I've forgotten that I set up in the past. But if you'd like to check out some of the comics that I write, you can do that at crossoverdivision.com for Crossover Division, which, like Phil said, we've had we've launched and fulfilled 5 issues of Crossover Division on Kickstarter, plus a hardcover. Number 6 should be coming up later this month. It might be October. We'll see. And if you want to check out Diary of Night, you can do that at diaryofnight.com. That's a previous series that I did. And you obviously have great taste because you're hanging out here listening to Phil and I talk about Green Lantern, which means you probably love Marvel's Quasar nearly as much as we do. So if you want to find out more about Quasar, you can do that at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
And again, kids, he's reminded you several times this episode, but who is Will's favorite Green Lantern?
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Exactly.
All right. So that's it.
See you later, bunkies.
Thank you for joining us again. Next episode, Green Lantern New Guardians 5 through 8 and Blue Beetle number 9. And then in 2 weeks, Green Lantern 9 through 12 and issue 0. Rings in. And the 52 rolls on and on and on.
Yep, it does.
All right, kids. Come back next time. And remember, wear them like you stole them. Good night.